Did you know some plants are so lethal that even standing under their shade could bring harm? That's right. Sometimes, nature's most beautiful creation could be a deadly assassin. From the innocent-looking Rosary Pea to the apples of death growing on the Manchineel tree, in today's video, we will discuss nature's 7 most dangerous plants. Let's get in. The most lethal plant on our list is Rosary Pea, scientifically known as Abrus precatorius. It bears bright green leaves and vibrant scarlet and black seeds that resemble small beads. But don't be fooled by the plant's innocent appearance. The apparently harmless seeds of Rosary Pea contain a toxin that has no antidote. It is found in tropical regions such as Asia and Australia, but is highly invasive in other parts of the world, including parts of the Caribbean and the USA. The Rosary Pea is notorious for the presence of a deadly toxin called abrin. Abrin is closely related to ricin, found in the castor bean plant. However, abrin is even more potent, making it one of the deadliest naturally occurring poisons known to humans. Abrin is a ribosome inactivating protein, which means it causes cell death. A single Rosary Pea seed contains a lethal dose of abrin. When ingested, it can cause nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. These symptoms quickly escalate to severe dehydration, convulsions, organ failure, and death in almost all cases. Abrin is an extremely fast-acting toxin, causing symptoms within hours of ingestion. The lack of an antidote is what makes this plant extremely lethal. While we are talking about plants resembling berries, here's another berry best to avoid: deadly nightshade, also known as a Tropa belladonna. This toxic plant belongs to the same family as tomatoes, potatoes, and aubergines. To the untrained eye, it looks just like blueberries, but it contains a toxin called tropane alkaloids that can cause vomiting, slow breathing, hallucinations, and delirium. And that's not it. 10 to 20 berries are enough to kill an adult human. Nepenthes, commonly known as monkey cups or tropical pitcher plants, are carnivorous plants renowned for their unique appearance and remarkable method of obtaining nutrients. They vary in form and size, but they all share the distinctive feature of pitcher-shaped leaves. But how does the Nepenthes trap its prey? The leaves are equipped with a lid and a tendril. The tendril dangles from the leaf and bears a tempting nectar gland, luring unsuspecting insects. The pitcher itself serves as a pitfall trap, lined with a waxy surface that makes it slippery for insects to escape. This carnivorous plant attracts insects with sweet nectar, and once an insect lands on the pitcher, it slips into the fluid-filled chamber. Enzymes secreted by the plant break down the insect's body and provide the plant with vital nutrients, such as nitrogen and phosphorus. Their main source of food is the insects that fall in. However, they can digest small animals such as rats, birds, and frogs. The pitcher fluid contains digestive enzymes, not toxins. Therefore, Nepenthes are not considered poisonous in the traditional sense, as they don't pose a direct threat to humans or animals. The next plant on our list is a popular, easy-to-care plant you may have in your house or office. The dumb cane plant, or Dieffenbachia, is a beautiful but poisonous houseplant. While it may not be deadly like some of the other plants on our list, it's still capable of causing significant harm if not handled with care. The dumb cane plant has large variegated leaves with green and cream-colored patterns, and it thrives in environments with high humidity and indirect sunlight. The plant is toxic because it contains calcium oxalate crystals in its leaves, stem, and sap. When ingested or in contact with the skin and mucous membranes, these crystals can cause severe irritation and poisoning. The symptoms of dumb cane poisoning can range from mild to severe depending on the degree of exposure. Common symptoms of dumb cane poisoning include severe burning and swelling of the mouth, tongue, and throat, leading to difficulty speaking and, in severe cases, difficulty breathing. Ingesting parts of the plant can lead to abdominal pain, nausea, and vomiting. Deaths from dumb cane poisoning are relatively rare, but in more severe cases, it can lead to paralysis. Next, we have wolfsbane, known by many names, including monkshood, aconite, devil's helmet, and blue rocket. Wolfsbane is actually a whole genus of plants rather than a species. Almost all members of this genus are highly poisonous. It can be found in temperate regions of the Northern Hemisphere, primarily in Europe and Asia. Wolfsbane is known for its tall, spiky clusters of vibrant hood-shaped flowers, which vary in color from deep blue and purple to white or yellow, depending on the species. Wolfsbane's toxicity is primarily attributed to a group of alkaloids known as aconitines. These alkaloids primarily affect the human nervous system. In scientific terms, aconitine compounds interfere with the proper functioning of sodium channels in nerve cells. They alter the balance of sodium ions, leading to excessive excitation and uncontrolled nerve impulses. This causes a bunch of symptoms, primarily neurological in nature. Wolfsbane poisoning starts with tingling and numbness in the mouth. It progresses to severe abdominal discomfort, nausea, and vomiting. The toxic effects extend to the heart, causing irregular rhythms and palpitations. At the same time, the nervous system experiences muscle weakness, tremors, and even convulsions. Severe cases may culminate in paralysis, respiratory failure, and death, often within hours of ingestion. Interestingly, aconitine has a dark and fascinating history. In ancient times, it was sometimes used in warfare as a poison for coating arrowheads. It was also a powerful tool of execution, and that's not all. Rumors suggest that the Nazis used to coat their bullets with aconitine. Doll's eyes, also known as white baneberry or Acacia pachypoda, is a captivating but dangerous plant found in eastern and central parts of North America, mainly in the United States and Canada. In addition to its clusters of tiny white flowers, the plant produces white berries with deep purple pupils that give them the appearance of a doll's eyes. They are easy to spot because of their striking appearance, but beware because the berries contain cardiogenic toxins, which can have an immediate sedative effect on human cardiac muscle tissue. All parts of the baneberry plant are toxic, however, its berries are the most poisonous. Typical signs of intoxication are nausea, vomiting, abdominal cramps, blisters in the mouth, burning sensation, confusion, and headache. 2 to 6 baneberries contain enough toxin to induce cardiac arrest in children if they accidentally swallow them. Luckily, berries have an unpleasant bitter taste and are rarely consumed on purpose. Even though white baneberries are toxic for humans, birds can consume these berries without any visible side effects. All in all, it's crucial to steer clear of this plant. The next plant on our list kills hundreds of people yearly in the US. Devil's snare, scientifically known as Datura stramonium, masks a deadly poison that can haunt both body and mind. Devil's snare is widespread and can be found in many parts of the world, including North America and Asia. This plant doesn't appear particularly menacing at first glance. It stands tall, reaching up to 6 feet, with dark green leaves with jagged edges, almost like outstretched fingers. It also has white or lavender trumpet-shaped flowers. The folded petals open at night with a pleasant fragrance. The danger lies in the compounds found within this plant, particularly tropane alkaloids like atropine and scopolamine. These chemicals can seriously disrupt the nervous system. Even ingesting a small amount of devil's snare can lead to a horrifying experience. People may experience confusion, hallucinations, and delirium, often without realizing that their sense of reality has turned upside down. These effects can last for hours and, in severe cases, cause coma or death. Physical symptoms can add to this distress, such as rapid heartbeats, flushed skin, a dry mouth, and dilated pupils. The last plant on our list is the Manchineel tree, or beach apple, one of the most poisonous trees globally. This tree is a true menace, from its appealing fruit to its green leaves. Manchineel trees grow in tropical regions in North and Central America, often near coastlines, mangroves, and sandy beaches. They seem like regular evergreen trees with shiny leaves and small green fruits resembling apples, but every part of this tree, from its leaves to the milky sap it produces, is extremely toxic. The tree's power comes from a mix of dangerous chemicals like 4-ball esters. The milky sap is especially harmful, and even a tiny drop can cause severe burns and pain. Eating the fruit from a Manchineel tree is even riskier. While they might look like small green apples, taking a bite can lead to stomach cramps, vomiting, and serious digestive issues. In some cases, it can even be deadly. That's why it's sometimes called the little apple of death. Even standing beneath the tree when it rains is perilous, as the dripping sap causes the skin to burn and blister. The world is covered in vegetation. Most plants are incredibly useful for human beings in terms of medicine and sustenance. However, even within this incredible diversity, some plants can be alarmingly lethal. What other dangerous plants have you encountered in your surroundings? Let us know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching.